fucking self-destruct and implode. Get all pissed off and rage. We'll see how well this goes. Told my old lady this morning I'm gonna win the goddamn fucking PGA Tour. So that's the goal. So see how well this goes. If I mute my mic, it's the background. I'm not trying to get copyright striked.
In the world of professional golf, there exists an elite club. A club filled with legends, household names, rising stars. A club where membership is earned yearly with time, sweat, and dedication. EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present opening round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. Getting set now for first round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the fourth and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. And Frank, this is always a pressure-packed environment.
It is, but also a chance to see the raw talent that'll be on display for many a year. And at this tender stage, these players are powerful, talented, and often brilliant.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there, about 315 yards. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Good-looking shot right here. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Record that as a birdie to bring the score to 1 under for the tournament.
That's what his
Second hole here at Sawgrass, 532-yard par 5. Frank, considered one of the easier holes on the golf course, is that right?
Yeah, you don't have to hit it miles down there. Anything that turns a little to the player's left certainly helps. There are some trees down the left side. Just want to avoid those. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
And that ball was absolutely scorched. Just hit a seed out there. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Nicely played onto the fairway here at the second hole.
Second shot.
Slow down.
That one was running so high. Frank, now the third shot here at the par 5.
Yeah, be very aware on what level that flag is. If it's on the back right, you must fly it all the way up there. The easiest one is that left side. You can use the mount or go straight at the flag.
go on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Putting, definitely my fucking. Fuck me.
Oh, I thought he had that. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Par bid here. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Now the par 3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity here. Difficult green, and you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close here for some unknown reason.
This could be a good one. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
It's at sneaky distance.
Fuck me.
Maybe lifted right there, just sort of peaked. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. 1 under early in the round. And now back over to the 4th. Frank, when you get out of the gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
Here now the second shot. It's 120 yards. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Pretty good shot right there. Good stroke right there. That's a par and stays at 1 under. Second round coverage coming your way tomorrow. For our entire crew, I'm Rich Turner alongside Frank Nobilo. So long for now.
Alright, I'm gonna mute my mic and listen to some more music.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present second round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. There you go, 310 yards, caught all of that one, and straight as well. It's in the fairway. Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have a backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
In the green side bunker, Frank, little bit of a problem. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. Getting set now over the putt.
Do that.
Up now, hole number 12. It's a short one, 358-yard, par 4.
This can catch you off guard. If you just try and hit the ball on the fairway, try in the middle of the fairway, the left side, you'll have a blind second shot. So ideally, hit it down that right side of the fairway if you see the flag.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, as we watch the Web.com Tour Finals, anyone in particular you think could be a breakout star? Someone like a Keegan Bradley who jumped right out onto the PGA Tour and won the PGA Championship in his first ever start in a major.
Well, this player that I'm looking at right now, yes, and I mean you out there. Look at that. A prodigy since the age of 2. A lot of people in the golf world have just been waiting for you to finally get to this point. And, well, time for me to watch, time for you to play.
That's an important birdie right there, into the top 5 on his leaderboard.
Well, there's so much at stake this week, Rich.
Frank, so much focus on the back 9 here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of this green that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side and obviously the water left of that. So something on the ridge can often run down towards the left. But we have seen the odd...
With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Frank, Tiger certainly had his adventures here at 14.
Well, we'll never forget that. Spun it left. In the end, was very, very lucky to get away with 6. Had it been 7, Garcia might have just caught him at the post. But he will, and we will, never forget 14. Ball just took off the face.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
We talk so much about players' future. We look at this shot coming up. This man being talked about for many a year. Prodigy, perhaps. But he's looked today. I'm starting to be a believer. This surely must be talent for the future.
Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
And with that birdie, he moves to 3rd place. So that is a top 10 performance through 2 rounds, Frank.
It's always nice to know that you have a shot with 2 rounds left in the tournament.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present 3rd round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. This is the 3rd round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the 4th and final stop of the Web.com Tour Finals. So we're into the weekend, Frank, and just remind people what's at stake here.
Top 50 players. are going to go forward and play the big tour, PGA Tour, the chance to play in major championships, the chance to become a star of the future. And right now, Rich, there's just 36 holes separating them between now and their dream.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Back-to-back birdies, we'll see. Just playing excellent golf, 5 under for the tournament. Now one of the most demanding holes on this golf course, the 14th, 481-yard par 4.
If you ever want a litmus test at TPC Sawgrass on who's playing well, check the tee shots on 14. If you stripe it down here, you know you're driving the ball well. Too often we see people messing with the mounds on the right.
Excellent looking shot here. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Good opportunity for another one. He really likes this one. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Frank, that looked good to me.
Can't birdie them all, Rich. Even par currently.
Good effort and good par putt. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 449-yard par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
Up with the big boys now, Frank.
Well, we saw that previous tee shot go 310. This one's further.
Getting set now for the approach at the 15th.
Yeah, good-looking second shot here, but you've got to be precise. Hardly a flat spot on this green.
Oh, looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he thought, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
And getting ready for the putt. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the tournament. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. He's hit it very close, and he will have that, Frank,
That
for an
was
eagle.
fucking amazing.
Amazing how quickly the round changes. He'll quickly pick up two.
Wow, and that eagle, Frank, only 2 shots back.
All of a sudden put the name back into the mix just when we thought it might be too late.
Frank, as a fan, it's so exciting because it's just so simple as well. Ball's in the air. You're wondering, where is it? Wet, dry, short, long, winner or loser?
And it's no surprise that this hole was an accident. This one was designed by not Pete Dye, but his wife Alice Dye. But we have seen so many accidents right here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole today.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Now one of the more difficult holes in golf. The 18th here at Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. In 2013, this hole averaged .39 strokes above par. What makes it so challenging, Frank?
Just that big body of water that's to the left of at 18 here. That's also when he goes after it like he is here. That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Once talked about a golfing prodigy, we're starting to see the real talent come out now. Birdie putt here, gain a stroke, and move one step closer to the PGA Tour.
Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
Scared. First tournament, maybe.
EA Sports and the Web.com Tour proudly present final round coverage of the Web.com Tour Championship. It is the final round of the Web.com Tour Championship, the last stop of the Web.com Tour Finals, and what a huge day it is, Frank.
One round will determine whether they graduate from the Web.com or back again here next year. The chance of graduation, though, the richest. Play with the greats of the game, all on play today.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
I'm about to fuck this up right here.
Oh, I thought he had that. I thought that at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Getting set now over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where there's hillocks and thick roughers and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
Shit.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Frank, as we watch this Web.com Tour finale, what names jump out at you?
Carlos Ortiz, Justin Thomas, and they're just two that really that I've actually watched on the range and been very impressed, not just with the way in which they've hit balls, but the way in which they've taken it to the golf course. Really, when you look down the whole range, though, too, all these guys can play. They're all capable of making it to the PGA Tour, but I just think Justin, with his amateur background, and Carlos Ortiz looks like he has a competitive edge.
Justin Thomas is only about 145 pounds, but he launches at 320, 30 yards with tremendous ball and swing speed. On the other side of the coin is Tony Finau. You and I have been in Tony's company. He's built like an NFL tight end.
Yeah, he and his brother actually were more known for long driving, but yeah, Tony's throttled back a little bit on power, and he's developed what you would call a very complete golf game now. It's not just about the power hitting.
When Tony throttles back, he can feather it out there with a 3-wood about 307. That's costly right there.
Painful.
I don't even know.
This for him would be one drop shot.
They get inside my head. God damn it! Get inside
Well, you
my
can
head,
see
they
he's just
fuck me up.
disgusted with that effort. Clean this up with a tap. Running a little hot right now. Cool down just a little bit.
Can't do it.
Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little hot bunkers out on the right that if your first time around, you might notice.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at this second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, that big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's two little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now, 9 under for the tournament. You licking your chops here, Frank, as a player when you get to this tee box?
It's an opportunity. A 4 here certainly makes the mood better when you walk to 17 and then 18. So a 4 here is more than just making birdie on a par 5.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
310 yards and straight. You can win with that. Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Man, I fucked up Whitey's big.
Frank, you know what's great about 17? The buddies played the golf course, and they come back and they tell you, hey, I played TPC Sawgrass. What's the first question they're always asked?
Did you hit the green?
What'd you make at 17? What'd you do there?
You know what the best thing about playing with your buddies in 17? Is when they hit it in the water.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. So a tester from 4 feet. That's how you keep a round going, make them from that distance.
Goddamn game just tried sabotage me there.
People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the tree on the right. because then you start putting 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310.
Appears to be tracking well. Had birdie here yesterday in their close. Great opportunity for another one to win the Web.com Tour Championship. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Just a fantastic week of golf. Add that one to the win count.
A lot of great quality players out there, and to come on top of that leaderboard is truly a great accomplishment.
First game, first win. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ain't ready for it. It'd be like Happy fucking Gilmore on there. Hey, me, my buddy. Earn my way onto the PGA Tour. First thing. Look at my fucking outfit. I look fucking retarded. Like so bad. I do this so I can tell what day I'm on. By what color I'm like for fucking Carlton first prince. Fuck it, let's go. I wonder about the automatic placing. They did win the last event, so higher. Started this one. Typically, you start at like 20th radius, something like that. I can't let the fucking commentators get inside my head. All they do is talk shit.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Take you down to hole number 11. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done. Oh, he is winding this one up. Doesn't have the power, though.
That is a heat-seeking missile right there. Wow.
Smoked that one.
Excellent, perfect position.
Ball's just sitting up, too. You could hit anything from there.
Oh shit.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
That is classy.
Well, yeah, a chance of going in.
He's putting for birdie now. Needs a few more of those. That's a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Right now, another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
Couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but it requires a better shot.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
I didn't put any spin in, by the way.
Settles in over the putt. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young czar, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13th. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try.
Ooh, shit.
Looks like he just misread that. Knocks that putt in for par to stay at 3 under. 14th hole par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunk completely out of play, 290, 300 yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge in.
Okay, fuck that up. My controller's stick. I almost had to switch twice. All right. Damn, that was bad.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour.
I have to have it.
Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards, so I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That will be a great look at birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
God damn
Just
it.
misses. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Fucking putting sucks.
Well, not in contention, but in for par. Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5 is always an opportunity for a longer hit. Even if you stray a little offline, then it just becomes a three-shotter like it is for everybody else.
Good contact, good result. Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. You can see a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Wow, you're trying my ass off.
Well, hello there. That's an eagle.
Might be languishing in the middle of the pack, but at least celebrate that.
Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 9th, 452 yards, I hear players like you often say, I'm going to take it on. What do you mean by that? How does it apply to this particular tee shot?
Well, you have options, obviously. One is to hit it down that right side, which is your best shot. The easy way is obviously to bail it out down the left side. But then you're almost giving to the hole, like you're accepting you're going to make bogey if you're lucky. So in the end, you're forced to go back to option 8, which is actually to challenge the best shot you have, which is down the right side.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Shouldn't be a problem here. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Your pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Oh, fucking shit.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing. Hazard.
Yep. He's
Made
going
wet.
fucking island hopping right now.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now we'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
A beautiful, soft touch out of the bunker. That's Mickelson-esque. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
Oh my God.
Missed putt and a drop shot here at the 10th. Clean this up with a tap.
God damn it, God damn it, God damn it.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Well, Frank, how about this hole?
I don't want you
Par
guys to
5
hear me
11.
fucking
That's
screaming,
617
bitch.
yards.
The goal here is to take all those bunkers down that left side completely out of play. You can hit it far enough down there, you can get close to this green, but if you do stray a little bit, all of a sudden, well, it's called eternity. You're going to find that this hole will play very long.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off it. Oh, that's got to be 300 yards, isn't it?
Now second shot to the par 5. Now the third shot here at the par 5 11. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Par yesterday for birdie. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, right where you want to be at the midway point of a tournament.
Yeah, you know your game's solid. The focus is more on the leader, and you can just go out and play. Excellent position to be in.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Now at the fourth, par 3, Frank, what's the key here?
Somehow find some green grass. The name Sandpit pretty much tells you what is around the green. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That was like Usain Bolt, Frank, right through the tape.
Yeah, that first step, that was never going to stop.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. You like this one, Frank?
Oh, it's a good one. Safely on.
Settles in over the putt. Drops for a par. Frank, what'd you say at the top? Die on the left, die on the right. Is this what you were talking about?
Exactly, yeah. The fifth hole here, it's all double trouble. So yeah, there's chances for grief on both sides. He goes after it like he is here.
He makes a great pass at the golf. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
And Frank, these winds have not at all subsided. Still a challenge.
Yeah, the same for everybody, and that's where you've just got to adjust your own mental par. Golf course was going to be difficult when you teed off. It's certainly no different now.
Frank, how did he do there?
Well, he's inside 30 feet, but 27 feet, it's not exactly what you'd call close.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
All things pointed to a good week. Birdie there, very important right now.
Playing some good golf. Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3 sixth. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
You are right. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. Getting set now over the putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, this is like a big water park here at
Damn,
PGA
I'm
West. We saw it at the
mediocre
6th,
around
and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never ever seen anyone try and drive this green, so it's just a layup. See the bunker down there in the distance, that really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number, something that you got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, it's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Good tee shot, good lie. Now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. So a tester from 4 feet. Racking him and stacking him right now. 6 under par for the tournament. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 too. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. But if you can get close to that crosswork that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. So Frank, we know that the players petitioned back in the 80s to move the PGA Tour event away from PGA West. It's coming back in 2016. But what did Pete Dye say about golf courses being fair or unfair?
Well, he said it actually, he tried to say it with a chuckle, but he always said that golf's not a fair game, so why build a golf course that's fair?
Do you agree with that?
I do now. I think everything has to align itself together. When you looked at the equipment that the players were using, wooden drivers and balls that spun around, they had trouble on windy days, and these golf courses, they really were brutal. But I think now that the ball goes further, the introduction of the metal-headed driver, the utility clubs, all of those things have made these golf courses really come back into favor again. Look at what Jason Day did in 2015 at the PGA Championship Whistling Straits on a Pete Dye golf course. That's how you have to play the game now. We have to embrace change.
How difficult is this golf course at PGA West? Well, it was ranked 8th on this year's Golf Digest, America's 20 toughest golf courses. Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. That will be a great look at birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely, that's a good par there, Rich.
So through 54 holes, really good position inside the top 5 with 1 round to go.
Yeah, and those handful of players that we're looking at, Rich, they certainly have looked the best players this week, which makes tomorrow look like a real thriller.
Damn. All right, here comes the greatest game of fucking golf I've ever played in my life right here. The dub. It's many.
This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge. Tricky par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards. appears to be tracking well. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on the easy birdie.
See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. It's par for birdie. Frank, that birdie will help the cause. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really: poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play. 209, 300 yard cutter and get it down there. It's just a flick wedge and
Oh, this looks good.
certainly is.
Frank, this is a way to make golf easy when you can hit it that deep.
Oh, I'm going to say, I know that first number's a 3. I'm guessing the second one's a 2. Let's call it 320.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Nice putt. Count. Now to the par 4, 15th hole, 468 yards. Frank, what do you like about number 15?
The variation of the bunkering here, Rich, I think is excellent. The bunker that meanders its way down the right side tends to go to the right, and then you start to see those two bunkers down the left side. You've really got to try and take that second one on the left out of play. It requires something in excess of 280 yards. From there on in, you've got a chance.
See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. This is the second par 5 at PGA West of 600 or more yards. The 16th is a pretty good test.
It is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. He's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Wow, Frank, I did not expect that.
Yeah.
Eagle.
You get good at those fucking easy shots. Fuck yeah.
Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips. The tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, Frank, hopefully the player has arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between this fairway.
Well, it is nice to have that one in your bag, to be able to hit it that long.
Yeah, that has to be at least 315 yards.
Just a beautiful approach shot. Well, Frank, this is why professionals play the game, isn't it?
Yeah, not only to win the Career Builder, but to win on PGA West on its first time back on the rotation.
Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high quality field, and that is something that you will remember for a long, long time.
Damn. Hell yeah. That's right. Fuck you, pay me. It's good shit. I'm not losing a single fucking tournament. Not after that comeback. Like, holy shit. I was so far down. Can't believe we brought it back to this fucking easy. I don't even play golf. You guys should be ashamed of yourself. To be fucking bad. First PG Corvette, fucking no, win the whole fucking season and give me that green jacket. I should have named my fucking character Happy Gilmore. That's my approach to golf. Smack the shit out of it.
play this golf course. If you're not dry, then you are going to be wet. That swampland is just all the way around this golf course. In between it, though, is fairway. So fairway, the goal all day today.
And as always, with the state of Florida, you have to factor in the changing wind. Now back over to the fourth. Frank, when you get out of gates, as our featured golfer has done, with a lot of pars, steady play, what's the mindset?
You've got to keep doing that, Rich. Just maybe get a little closer to the hole, drive a little bit better, work on the pace of the putting. Just little gains, and then all of a sudden you're going to notice a big difference in the scorecard.
All looks suspect as fuck. Oh shit. This is either gonna be the greatest shot in golf or the fucking worst. Oh no, didn't try. Oh shit.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
That incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Frank going for another birdie here.
John. All cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. That's a solid par. Still in it, Frank. Here at the par 5 7th at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club, 592 yards. Wow, what impact. Absolutely crushed it. Well, that is a real good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. Well, the bad news is he missed his target by quite a bit. The good news, he's still on the green.
Okay, asshole.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. That's a nice lag putt. Frank, what would you focus on a long putt?
That 3-foot circle, obviously you allow yourself a little bit more the further and further away you get, but just expectations, lower them a little bit. There's certain distances, just take 2.
Well, Frank, round 1 in the books. Look who's on top of the leaderboard.
And that's with some strong play today. They don't really need to look back. Strong play heading into the second round tomorrow.
Starting to figure out the putting a bit better.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the BioWare Classic. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that.
Fucking tree
Really,
on the
I mean,
way.
that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh my. Oh shit.
Pretty good shot right there. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Par 4 11th hole, 443 yards. Frank, what's the best way to play it?
Nice straight drive off the tee, then really reduces this par 4 to size. Then those bunkers, short and left, don't really cause an issue. The green's a little tiny though, but even if you miss the green a little bit on the right side, it's a relatively simple chip.
Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just a flag. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's formality now.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Score that a birdie. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this all bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that.
Chance for back-to-back.
Good birdie right there, moving to third place on the leaderboard. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. At 450, it's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. So the dominant performance continues.
Yeah, we're watching two tournaments right now, the one at the top and the rest.
14 total here at the Wetlands. A dangerous par 3 comes in at 204 yards. There's some trouble out there.
And this is where you have to readjust your focus. If you start looking right or left of this green, you see all the problems that could come in and prevail. Instead, just look at that front bunker. Try and fly your tee shot over that, somewhere around the front edge of the green, maybe 3 or 4 yards on, and then the hole becomes that much easier.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Made par yesterday, this one for birdie.
Well, birdies are hard to come by in this situation. So tight.
Keeps him right in the thick of it. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards.
Fucking bitches. Oh.
That is burning through the atmosphere. Look at that thing. It's got a tail on it.
Yeah, that's like a rocket ship. That one was launched by NASA. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
What a drive. Just tattooed that. Set for his next shot from a good position, the fairway. Frank, long gone are the days when you putted with a simple blade. Now you look down and there's a frying pan on the end of the shaft.
Yeah, it looks like grandma's skillet these days. That's what it is. But, you know, putters are like drivers. What they've done with the technology is given you a bigger sweet spot. Even the putting is very, very precise. If you give a person a bigger sweet spot, he's going to make more putts.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
Nope. Fucked up. Okay, hell yeah. I like that place in Hecklers. Doesn't golf. That's my goofy pants and a fat ass. Got my name.
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
Oh, shit. First time I didn't break the front of the yards.
And now the second shot here at this par 5. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That's prime real estate. How do you get a line like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Making our move to the home stretch, the 16th. It's a par 4 and a good one at 455 yards.
And a chance to actually get a good run for the clubhouse because well, when he goes after it like this here, grab the fire extinguisher, put out that bolt is on fire, it's melting going through the air.
Good contact, good result. I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Second shot, good look at the green. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Really starting to shine, moved to 10 under for the tournament. 17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3, and that'll find the nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
These putts keep the round together.
It looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. Bad news is, that's a bogey. The good news, still tied for the lead.
He's the only one disappointed. The rest of the field aren't. They have a real cat fight.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you hit the 3 with 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. This will be a birdie if it drops. Just broke away at the last second.
God damn it.
Don't be short. Just another couple of turns.
I fucking collapsed.
So they'll tap in.
Rick, with so few holes left, bogeys are just that much more expensive.
That will really hurt his chances of catching the leader. Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.
All right, let's go. This is the one. Damn. So glad there's another day. I thought that was the last. I fucking blew it right there. I wonder what happens if we tie. Do we go into a sudden death?
EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the BioWare Classic.
What a great shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it.
There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That will be a great look at birdie. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. It's putt for birdie. Boy, look out. Just 2 shots back after that birdie.
And now things are starting to change too.
Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. Not a gimme, but well within his range. And he has it for birdie. The last par 5 on this golf course is the 15th. It's 590 yards. You think, Frank, this is the time to be aggressive?
Certainly is. Longer hitters must be licking their chops on this par 5. 300-plus yard tee shot, you can definitely get home. Shorter hitters, just set it up for a nice wedge shot. But if you are going to go at this par 5 and 2, well protected by those 3 bunkers.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up, it's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Wow, Frank, I did not expect that. An eagle. 16th hole at the Wetlands is par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot. But this green, heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot. And, well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands.
Just pulverized that golf ball. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. This is a good-looking shot. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Birdie try again here today. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Par 3 17th, Frank, it's 238 yards.
There's still a chance for birdie here, though. Green shape's a little bit to the player's right, so not a nice high draw coming in here. Even finding the middle of the putting surface will give you a chance to putt to really any position on this green. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over back?
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, for players looking to improve their putting, what are some of the training methods they can use?
I think speed is always is a good one when you get on the putting green and you just practice trying to putt inside that 3-foot circle, because in the end all sports are the same. You're trying to focus in on the destination that ball has to be delivered, whether it's tennis inside the court or basketball inside the rim. Putting's no different. As you get further and further away from the hole, then you just make an acceptable size circle that you're trying to putt within. So base, very important.
Bad news is, Frank, that's a bogey, but the good news, still has the lead.
Can't afford another though.
Well, this is it, Frank, the 18th hole, and on paper it looks like you can get this one. You can make a birdie because it's only 377 yards.
You're exactly right, Rich. Just a nice drive. Doesn't even have to be a driver here. It's going to set up really short iron wedge into this short par 4. And well, I always like to finish on a birdie. I know you do too, because a little walk to the clubhouse there on the left, maybe a hot dog or a hamburger.
Just an ideal lie, Frank. What can he do from here?
Well, if he takes advantage of the tee shot now and goes at this flag, then he'll certainly gain on the field.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. And that's in for a par. And that wraps up the final round. Just a great performance by our champion today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. I think this one will have to go down in the books as an absolute classic. Fantastic play, not only the course today, but all week long.
Fuck you, pay me. Even though I wish they did actually pay you. I liked that about the 2005 Tiger Woods was money and you buy your shit. This feels like they basically give you everything. Do this. You say three wins? What? 3 straight wins? Technically, 4 straight wins. I won the very first one, which was on the card, or which was the Open. Then I won the second. Then I won the first one that was counted as the second. It don't matter. Scottsdale. I like Pebble Beach the best though.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Well, everybody wants to know about 16, the famed par 3 here, surrounded by those skyboxes. Once again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular sight for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weiskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
Again,
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Just a couple feet.
And that par certainly won't hurt the course.
And still some time. Now to the second hole, and Frank, what can you tell us about this par 4?
A new tee has been added, lengthening this hole 30-plus yards. Plus, what used to be just one bunker on the right. Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power, though?
He makes great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
I have no idea what that was. Not the win. That was all me.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Frank, what's the strategy here off the tee at the par 5 third?
For the long hitters, they still think that they can reach this par 5 and 2 comfortably with a good tee shot. For the shorter hitters, it really is a thought about where you lay up that second shot to try and leave a good third shot yardage in. Still a good tee shot, though. That has it down the right side, protects against someone who's a little too cavalier off the tee.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag.
Second shot.
Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. And this would be nice. 2 straight birdies. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
Shut up, assholes.
Getting set now over the putt.
No.
another good par.
Now back over to the fourth.
How fucked up is that?
As we catch up with today's featured golfer, Frank, what's the key to generating some momentum?
Just hitting good shots. I know it sort of sounds like the old cliche, but plenty of opportunities. A few 10, 15-foot putts start going down. This round will change dramatically.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So a good birdie, and the score looks good too. 2 under for the tournament. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4, obviously in the start of this golf course, around 470-yard mark. 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that usually added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
They'll be pretty happy with that 290-yard poke off the tee. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Chance to get on a real roll.
Oh, come the fuck.
That looked for all the world like it was dead center.
I've got no idea how that missed it.
Yeah, me fucking neither. This game was fucking rigged. Shitting on the ground.
With authority, count it as par and 2 under. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
Feeding the wildlife. I seen a fucking elk on one of these earlier. Gray fucking elk just sitting there.
Coverage coming your way is presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
That's fucked up.
Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Slaughter alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think of the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era.
Ooh, that hurts.
Fucking stupid.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year. Played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
135 yards to the hole location, sitting very nicely in that fairway. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Put a birdie on the card here yesterday, don't forget. Shouldn't be a problem here.
It was a good try. Didn't quite get the break right.
Nudge this one home, fish it up.
Birdie has down there too. Shit.
Comfortably knocked it in.
Ready to tee off now at the 6. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's being stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart?
Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
That will be a great look at birdie. This from 7 feet. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, where's the difficulty here on the 7th hole, the par 3 of more than 200 yards?
Well, Rich, front hole locations are always probably the toughest here because that's the narrowest part of the green. Bunkering really hasn't changed, and the green still does widen up, but the hole tends to play slightly uphill.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. It's a master class in short game.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good effort and a good par putt. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flat position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
And that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Miss hit, wrong club. What happened there, Frank?
All the above, maybe. It's a little bit of a head scratcher. It wasn't that hard a shot.
And he's made it onto the green now.
It's no snack, though.
Come on, you have to make that, don't you? Drop shot here at the 8th.
Well, it was a tricky one, but it's in.
So that is the end of the second round. I can't wait to get back at it tomorrow, Frank.
We got a great leaderboard right now, Rich. So many players in contention. Golf course, there's enough blend of good and hard holes. Really, it's up for grabs.
Damn. I have to have a kill.
This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Welcome to the Stadium Course, TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. It's a masterful blend of challenge and playability designed by the team of Tom Weiskopf and Jay Morrish. Rich Murder alongside Frank Novelo from EA Sports.
Changes, Rich, they made 2014 have just added a luster to this great venue that hosts the PGA Tour event each and every year. And it's a great test for any level of play.
Now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Well, that's an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie.
What?
Come
Are you
on.
fucking kidding
Don't
me?
do that.
Cruel lip out. Even par currently.
Fucking like 6 inches away. That should be a fucking tackle.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. And Justin Leonard. Mickelson has always been the hero out here because he went to Arizona State.
Yeah, and it still runs through his veins, Rich. There was such an important win for him because to do it in front of people that he considered his home crowd was huge. And then also to do it in a playoff where, obviously it's win or lose. So for Mickelson, 1996 and TPC Scottsdale certainly ring home.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Locked in on the read and the speed. And makes it for par. Now to the second par 3 on the front nine. This is the 7th hole.
Yeah, quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Well, he gave us a demonstration today why he's one of the best in the sport. Every green hit in regulation. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt.
Oh my god, come on. I hate this fucking game. I hate this fucking game. This is the moment where I blew the fuck up. Fuck this tournament. It's fucking bullshit.
throw a tester from 4 feet. So another bogey on the scorecard. Frank, what happened this week?
I think it's a week to forget, Rich.
This is a good hole, Frank, the par 4 eighth.
Yet another dogleg left, Rich, on the front side. And it's a sharper dogleg now because they've put in 2 bunkers down the left side. It used to be a bailout area for the players in the past. You can't do that anymore. And I doubt anybody can fly it over that left one. It's nearly 330 yards to carry that in the air. Those 2 bunkers have forced players to go out to the right, making that second shot a little bit longer now.
Second shot, good look at the green. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Just singes the edge,
I
Frank.
hate this.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
So just a formality here.
Exactly. I know.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Frank, what a day of golf we saw.
Yeah, the modifications to TPC Scottsdale is it presents better to the eye. It's certainly a better test for the player. And on top of that, it is a good reward when one plays well.
Really enjoyed it. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now from TPC Scottsdale.
Stretch.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour.
Get off the stupid thing.
Here at the TPC Scottsdale in Arizona, and Frank, when so many people tune in to watch this great event, they think immediately of the 16th hole with all of those fans jammed in. It's like Fenway Park inside the desert there, but it's much more than that little par 3, isn't it?
It certainly is more than that, Rich. The TPC Scottsdale is a great venue for a PGA Tour event. It's a blend of everything. Birdie opportunities, holes that are fraught by water, bunkering that's been changed. All in all, it's a great atmosphere with nearly 500,000 people that visit this during the tournament week.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Big swing right there, a great result, and now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up.
Finally, something happens that's good.
That's a nice shot right there. Par 14, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course, that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round. You've got to be kidding me. That was right on the edge.
I tell you, he wants to do over there.
So they'll tap in. That's good work. That's a good par right there. Now at the par 5 15th, and Frank, there is plenty to catch your eye. There's also quite a bit to catch your ear. You can hear the roars at the par 3 16th. So how do you focus on the task at hand?
Great question, Rich. You realize you're about to enter the stadium part of the golf course. But this is the last par 5 that you're going to play. We've seen eagles here over the years. We've seen many a player hit it in the water off the tee or water short of the green. Certainly one of the tougher tee shots coming in. No bunkers here to worry about, just that huge lake to the left. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there, just didn't read it quite right. Not a gimme, but well within his range.
Damn, this should be right.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, what makes this so special is the walk underneath the grandstands. It's the Gladiator coming into the Coliseum.
That's a perfect description, Rich, and that's why this hole is unlike any other hole on the PGA Tour. The atmosphere that the players feel on that tee, they cannot prepare for, they can't experience anywhere else. This is a once-in-a-lifetime par 4.
And when you look at it from up high with the blimp view, it sort of appears as though they dropped Fenway Park or Wrigley Field right into the desert. And this is a sellout crowd. I mean, this is 20,000 fans, and there's nothing like it. There's not a single hole in golf that has more fans on it than the 16th here at TPC Scottsdale. Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Frank, when you get to the 17th hole, we always recall maybe the single most bizarre shot in the history of golf.
Everybody talks about maybe a hole-in-one at 16, but really 17. And the player was Andrew McGee. It was a good tee shot, don't get me wrong. The drift needed an assist.
Well, the assist came from Tom Byram, whose brother Kurt is a commentator for the Golf Channel. Tom Byram was just minding his own business, standing on the green, sort of leaning on his putter, and you know what happened.
Yeah, the ball hit Tom Byram's putter and then careened into the hole. So, 17. Made famous, a little bit of history with a couple of names to drag up from the past.
Yeah, that totally fucking helps. Oh, shit. Oh, slow down, slow down.
He was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank.
Pulled a little bit. I couldn't even see the fucking hole. Come the fuck on.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting. Rich, 18 was always considered
You see that kind of work from the bunker, you think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time.
How did that miss?
Are you kidding me?
Okay.
I mean, that one was dead center. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Hard to be perfect in this game. That's a bogey. Well, that'll wrap up our coverage of the final round. This is Rich Lerner alongside Frank Noblo for EA Sports. We'll see you next week.
How far I fell in the fucking standings. I fucking suck. A fucking potato. See the standing. All right, I'm still. All right. Well, out of 5 tournaments so far, at the 2 before we got onto the PGA Tour, I've only lost 1. It's not bad. I really wanted to win every one. But that course is really fucking hard. Scottsdale, Arizona. I have to remember that. Because the fairways are okay, but the fucking greens are. Sorry for coughing in your ears. I'm fucking dying. But it's alright. Shake off that.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
It is the house that Arnold built, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Arnold's summer home is actually in western Pennsylvania, Latrobe Country Club. That's where he grew up. He came to Central Florida in the 1970s and fell in love with this piece of ground. He bought it and has grown it ever since. And now it is host to one of the premier stops on the PGA Tour. Big, strong golf course. You have to really be a good ball striker and generally one of the longer hitters to be successful around here. Well, you're not going to make the putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
That was my reaction.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Still playing even for the day after the par. Frank, the par 5s here at Bay Hill so important. What's the 12th like?
570-odd yards. Tee it high, let it fly. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power?
He makes a great pass to the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time.
Long, just met longer.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Frank, over the course of the last 15 years or so, there have been a number of initiatives within the game of golf just to try to grow the sport.
Yeah, we've seen the PJ Junior League, which is a series of competitions, obviously for juniors to play. But the first tee really is worldwide now, just to try and introduce players from all over the world into the game of golf. They're introduced with club professionals. They learn skills that are essential really to play the game of golf. But in 2014 was a real step, what I think, in the right direction to showcase the junior talent around the world with the drive, chip and putt, where you actually get a chance to play the drive, chip and putt final at Augusta National, the home of the Masters.
Imagine young kids, boys and girls, 8 years old, 11 years old, being able to go home and tell their friends, tell their families, hey, I have something in common with Jack Nicklaus, with Arnold Palmer, with Phil Mickelson, with Tiger Woods. I won at Augusta National Golf Club. Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going.
That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's headed.
In the water.
Too
bad.
fucking potato.
I knew it.
So the previous shot into the drink.
Shit.
This now the fourth shot. So Frank, he'll take a drop here.
He'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
Should be safely on deck.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. So with that, the score is now at even par. And now to the 14th hole. That's where we find our featured golfer. As we check in on this early round action, we join our featured golfer, already playing well to this point. Couple of low numbers on the scorecard.
Yeah, it looks very good. Good swings out there and some good putting as well.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. And getting ready for the putt. A birdie to send him to 1 under on the leaderboard. Frank, always nice to test yourself at one of the game's great venues, the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. What a day.
Yeah, and you know you've played a golf course where the PGA Tour has visited for so many years. So you, like the best players in the world, great opportunity to test your skills.
For Frank Novello and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner saying so long. Until next time.
Second. Holy shit. I'm way down there. I have to have a great day.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. It's second round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. This would be nice. 2 straight birdies.
Oh, come on, man. Fuck.
He has this for par. Well, not in contention, but in for par.
Oh, shit.
Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and get across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is a really good shot landing close to the flag stick. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Come the fuck
Oh, I thought he
on,
had
man.
that. Oh, man.
There's barely any
Just
fucking
pushed it.
incline.
Boy,
It's
that
at
hurts.
Even further than I
Clean this up with a tap. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 to play. Ball just took off the face. Ah, nice.
Look good. Great lie. What a great shot. He has really hit it a long way. Frank, this is really one of the fun spots on the golf course. The second shot here to the par 5 16th.
It is. It's a cool vista when you're hitting that second shot across the lake. Another high-hanging second shot is really the way to play it. That flag on the left, got to make sure you take enough club to at least carry the front third of this green.
Frank, that is how it's done.
Yeah, take a gross of those. That is a lesson in itself.
Now a chance for eagle.
Fine. Something happens that's good.
That's a nice shot right there. Frank, par 3 17. Daunting shot. What are you thinking as you step onto this tee?
Just make 3. 2 is a huge bonus. Take 3 in a heartbeat.
Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good. Frank, this is a stout finishing hole, the 18th, isn't it?
Yeah, it finishes that great run of 16, 17, and 18, and so many times we've seen disaster and triumph just on those final 3 holes.
You're pretty strong then.
Looks to be putting everything into this one. Just destroyed it. Excellent drive right there, Frank.
Circa 310.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Excellent read for birdie to move to 5 under for the tournament. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.
Brings back. That first day was fucking disastrous.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Ooh, nice play right there. That's in pretty close. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Oh, too high.
Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Back to the action here at the second and a par 3. Frank, it's 231 yards. What are we looking at?
Well, somehow if you can hit it sky high, that's the best shot to hit in there. This green sometimes gets brick hard, and of course it all slopes to the left.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Now at the par 4 third, Frank, this is a great golf hole.
It certainly is. Remember, the brain doesn't register don'ts. So aim right. There's a bunker down there. Keep focusing on where you want it to go, not in the other direction.
Good contact, good result. Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there's like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. And he's made it onto the green. Just a tap in to finish the hole. That's good work. That's good par right there. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo back at the 4th hole. It's par 5, the first one on the golf course, and Frank, a really good scoring opportunity.
It certainly is. 2 bunkers down the left. Just want to keep it inside that. If you flare it a little right, there's a hazard that just sneaks up on you. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lives like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Regarded as a very accurate player, that shot says it all. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Wow, I thought he made that.
Right.
Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
So a tester from 4 feet. Good putt. Fifth hole at Bay Hill. Frank, this is a chance to employ some course management as opposed to maybe brute strength. What do you think?
Yeah, rather soft par 4. No water here, but bunker down the left and bunker down the right. Pinches into that corner. So if you're a little wayward, an on here is not a bad idea.
Oh my God.
In the direction of the sand.
Looks like it.
Nope.
Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Oh my God.
Good
Yeah,
chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
This will be a birdie if it drops.
That might go unnoticed, Rich, but that birdie just sneak inside the top 15.
3 rounds in the books. Outside the top 10 going to the final 18. Frank, what are your thoughts?
Well, I think you're going to have to approach the final round in a couple of different phases. Try and be aggressive early on. If you do get a few birdies in the bank, you really still can fancy yourself with a chance to win. It'll all depend on that start tomorrow.
Got this.
NBC Golf Channel on EA Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. We're at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge in Orlando, Florida, site of one of the PGA Tour's premier stops, the Arnold Palmer Invitational, always attracting a great field, and through the years, it has been the scene of just some championship play from one guy in particular.
Tiger Woods has won there an incredible 8 times.
We're here at the 15th now, and a big dogleg right on this one. Frank, what's the best route to take to shoot the low number?
You've got to look at that run out down the left side, which is about 320 yards. If you can stay short of that, then that gives you a perfect shot into this green.
That makes me nice.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I'd say.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. That birdie will help, Frank.
Certainly moving on to the top half, that's for sure. And starting to narrow that number down in front.
We've seen guys through the years blow the tournament right on this hole.
Yeah, if you get a little too greedy here, you try and make eagle. It's sometimes with a good tee shot, it's an easy 4, but a 3 brings 7 into play.
Find out.
He's loading up on it.
Hell yeah.
Look at the coil there. Wow. John Daly, take a back seat, big fella. How about that drive?
Is it stopped yet? It's still going. Rich, that was a heat-seeking missile. That is out there.
They make it look so easy, and we know it isn't, but when you hit T-balls that long and that straight, it does make the game kind of simple. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be lack of...
Makes an eagle to move into the top 25.
They were talking shit at the beginning of that.
Frank, deep into a round, par 3 17th, water, bunkers, long shot. What are you thinking as you're stepping on this tee?
You just take 3 and move to 18.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. Now, good looking birdie. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today.
Fuck yeah. Coming back.
Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Frank, time to bring your best. It's the finishing hole here at Bay Hill.
Yeah, if you can get through the final 3 holes in even par or better, you've really done well.
Oh my god, I shanked the shit out of it.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough.
Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Second shot from the rough. It's on the way. Back in 1971, Frank, Arnold Palmer won the event. That was 8 years before he actually became the host. Beat one of the sweet swingers in the game, Julius Boros, by a shot.
Yeah, Julius Boros is certainly a name to remember and a rhythm that everybody would like to copy. But, you know, in the mid-'70s, Arnold was just prolific. And he grew to really love and savor his own event. Once he put his name on it, the event just simply grew in stature.
Not his best
Yeah, I
shot,
think he
and
just-
now he'll have to deal with a bunker.
Yeah, they say the hardest shot in golf, the next one.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Slice the shit out of it.
Solid par. Frank, that was just a dazzling display of golf today.
It's amazing how a game at times that can be so hard and just absolutely drive you crazy can appear to be so simple. This was just an absolute joy to watch today.
So that'll do it for Frank Nobilo and our entire team. I'm Rich Lerner. Until next time.
Should get that next step up in clubs though. It's 12. Fuck. Damn, that's 2. I lost 2 in a row. Fuck, I suck. Ooh, I'm still okay. Okay, alright. First in the standings, I'm okay with that. Alright. Dropping no more. Yes. Hell yeah, let's go. Alberta and if Springs. Alright, I had 2 bad courses. Won 3 before that. Fucked up those last 2. I'm gonna win this one. That's it.
Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. It's opening round coverage of the Alberta Classic. Here we are now at the 11th. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done.
It's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway over 300 yards.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Just 5 feet left. So into the top 15 on the leaderboard with that birdie. A few more, and who knows, maybe top 10 or top 5.
Oh, you ain't talking shit.
All right, on to the
I won the
12th hole,
first fucking
442-yard
three
par
events.
4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot. Oh, he's winding this one up. Does he have the power, though? Smoked that one.
Officials are calling that one around 310 yards. All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green, but anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from.
Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
See if he can get something going here. 2 straight birdies.
Oh my god, I
That
fucking
really
suck.
hurt, Frank. It looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Good stroke right there. That's a par, and he stays at 1 under. 13th hole, par 3, 225 yards, and heavily bunkered around that green, Frank.
It is, but that green gets narrower as the hole gets longer. Nothing wrong with hitting the ball sort of the middle part of the green here.
That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. These putts keep the round together.
Can't birdie them all, Rich.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point.
That's 2 birdies.
Good effort and good par putt. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing really looking at right now is just the flag.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th.
In for birdie, and now 2 under for the tournament.
Sorry for coughing.
Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
That is just a beautiful shot. Frank, this second shot to the par 4 15th is what you might call a professional's shot. Explain why.
Yeah, there's always an advantage if a better player can shape a shot. So you have a long second shot, but just the way this green is, notice there's a slightly better entry from the left side. So the better player would kind of hit a little fade in there. That might appear the safest shot coming in, but it's going to actually give you the best chance of hitting it close. General run-of-the-mill shot sometimes would just bash it away over that right bunker, but it's not really the way in which that hole's designed.
Fuck me.
Man,
Just push it.
Boy, that hurts. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Well, Frank, as we wrap things up here at Banff Springs, we think about reasons we love this game. A, the competition, but I think also where it takes us to amazing places like the Canadian Rockies.
It was a great day to play golf and take pictures, but the golf course right in front of you, it is absolutely beautiful to the eye and rewarding too for some good golf.
Well, that'll wrap it up for all of us here at EA Sports. I'm Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo saying until next time.
Yeah, put my hat on 1 second. All right, let's go. Let's get this.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today, it's live second round coverage of the Alberta Classic. So off the long par 3 10th, we are at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4, Frank.
It looks like a straightaway par 4, Rich, but if anything, the hole actually bends to the left, and you really want to follow that natural contour of that. Just sort of draw it off those bunkers on the right, or just simply carry it over the ones on the left. But ideally down the left side, it avoids that pine tree that's further down.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Getting set for another approach, our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
But okay.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Fuck off, dude. 14 mile an hour wind. What the fuck you want?
Yeah, that's a good putt right there. From that distance, he'll
I'll
settle.
take one.
Getting set now over the putt.
Damn.
He'll take par and move on.
This.
Here at the 12th, par 4, 442 yards. Frank, what's ahead?
This one's called Big Bow. Hole's certainly a lot longer than the 10th hole, which is Little Bow. Dog legs to the players right. A couple of bunkers down the left side. That first bunker on the left shouldn't be too much of a problem to carry. But once again, even though the hole bends to the right, you'd like to be down the opposite side of the fairway, which is the left.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Frank, just into that first cut.
Yeah, it's sitting up. Really, this isn't too bad a situation.
Really in control of this hole. Pretty yesterday, and another opportunity on the way. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, Frank, but that has to feel good.
Yeah, no shit. I know.
Well, Frank, here's another pretty long par 3, the 13th here at Banff Springs, 225 yards. What's the right play?
Well, unless they have that flag all in the back, that first 2/3 of the green is just like a nice big circle. You hit it anywhere on that, you're going to have a putt of some 20, 25 feet maximum
Somebody
for
would
birdie.
be hurt in this moment. Yeah, but the fucking off like 500.
Frank, looks like he came over just a little bit.
Yeah, that one wasn't pretty, but it's still gonna get away with it.
That will be a great look at birdie. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Been a little too much of that, Frank, just sort of ho-hum pars. Well, here we are at the 14th hole. It's par 4, 442 yards. You like this hole, Frank?
I do, but if you were spraying it off the tee here, then there's all sorts of problems. Bunkers left, trees right. This is a fairway you must hit. Ball just took off the face.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
That'll leave him with a good birdie opportunity, only about 10 feet away. That's a good shot. Now this for birdie came away with par in the previous round.
Should have fixed it.
Those
It looks
painful
straight
from
on.
that distance.
Yeah, just another one added to the card. Big mistake.
Could use this. Putt for par. That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par.
It's okay.
And Frank, ahead on the green, you could have a really crazy putt if you're not careful.
This is probably the most undulating green on the golf course, so you do not want to be going in with too flat a second shot.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Frank, he is one of the
took one of them
longest
out?
hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly
you know
not the
what, you
straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle. I mean, the skill, and that was sublime.
Just good hands, coming out of the rough, able to manage the distance, and now in great position. Comfortably inside the cut line, the young prodigy makes another birdie. Don't forget third round coverage coming your way tomorrow on EA Sports. For Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now.
Damn, I did. I didn't make up enough fucking distance from. Damn. 1300. I have blown 8 fucking birdie shots. When I figure out how to putt, this fucking game is over.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming your way. Today, it's live third round coverage of the Alberta Classic.
Needed some liquid energy.
Well, now the par fours begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help go a little further. It does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that. Oh, that's it. New member of the 300-yard club.
Good poke right there. Birdie chant here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Oh, so close. Damn.
Even par currently.
Did the job right there. Moving on to number 16 now. It's par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it.
Good contact, good result. He has given this one the full treatment.
perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my goodness, he just made that. I cannot believe.
I was thinking might get it close, and just a great shot.
Frank, as we make our way to the house, a chance here at the 17th, just 374 yards, a chance for a birdie.
It certainly is. Anytime you see a hole today under 400 yards, a par 4 that is, you know you're going to get a short on your iron. You know you're going to get a short iron in your hand if you hit a good tee shot. Just avoid the bunkers left and right off the tee. Green does slope back to front, so it pitches nicely towards you, making that second shot, if anything, a little easier. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good, clean contact, and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just
my God.
singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Can't believe that, man. Robbery.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. Never a bad score on the card. That's par.
You can suck my dick, man. I got robbed, man.
Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you cannot reach.
Skip that one.
Oh, that was sweet. Straight down middle.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of this green.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Final round coverage comes your way tomorrow for our entire
Gotta
crew.
bring this shit back.
I'm Rich Lerner saying thanks for being with us on EA Sports, and so long for now.
What? Oh, shit. Guess I'm very top 10 now. Damn. 17. Holy shit. How the hell did he do that, man? I got like 15-mile-an-hour winds. Motherfucker got 17 under. Oh no. It was like some cheating shit, right? Oh my god.
Oh, painful lip out. It was a good putt.
Absolutely can't believe it. I thought that thing was stone dead in the center. Good roll. Solid. That's a par. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a goat hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunty should easily be able to carry that, and well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Now the second shot here at the 16th, and Frank, what's ahead?
Minimally uphill, but it actually plays uphill. The reason why is because all that front section of the green rolls back towards the player. So you've got to carry the ball all the way to the flag.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
And takes care of business there.
Solid stroke.
Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Brett. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll accept just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish.
Just 2 holes left here at Banff Springs, and Frank, another par 4. This one, short, 374 yards.
It is. It's named Sarcee, which is a tribute to the Indian First Nations of Canada. So just think about that when you're teeing it off here on what is not an overly difficult par 4.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This for another birdie on this hole on the week.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
So they'll tap in.
This game purposely fucks with me.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away to par. Well, here we are at the final hole here at Banff Springs. 578-yard par 5, and Frank, a chance to finish the round with a flourish.
If you're one of the fortunate to hit this fairway, it's very reachable, but well protected by bunkers, left, right, central bunkers as well. You really have to be aware of 2 things, the wind direction and exactly how far you can carry that tee shot if you want to find this fairway.
Concrete bounces forever. Get over there and walk. No, I have to try that.
Ah, nice.
Looks good. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
There's out of bounds over there.
He needs to get lucky. And it is not looking like a good lie. And setting up here in the rough. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say. It's like cyber vision. Shot after shot, right at the flag.
Just dialed in. Frank, where has that been?
Yeah, thank God for small mercies.
Frank, it was a great setting with great crowds. We saw plenty of very good golf. Your thoughts?
I think the course really extracted some of the golf that we saw. It forced these players to play just some great golf, and it wasn't just like a pitch and a putt golf course. So I think seeing the guys tested, seeing the players tested at this level, it was a treat.
I definitely had to fall down in the standings after that, though. Because that's 3 of them in a row I did. Plus everyone was placing top and then not placing anywhere. Yeah. I don't know how that is. Just get a lot of points for winning a tournament. Okay, on to the next one.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the International Challenge.
Frank, through the years, there have been some great winners at the Open Championship played at Royal Troon.
Well, just in recent history, remember Mark Kalkovecchia in the playoff with Wayne Grady and Greg Norman. There was also Todd Hamilton when he beat Ernie Els in the 4-hole playoff. And back in 1996, Justin Leonard was to win his Open Championship.
Tom Watson also won an Open Championship here. Tom Weiskopf, his only major, that was 1973. The great Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke, they all won at Royal Troon. What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Frank, this one needs to sit down.
Oh, it's got no chance, Rich. This is still going up.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Frank, that was a pretty good shot right there.
He's done well to minimize the damage.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, I thought he made that. That is a painful bogey at the 7th hole. Well, with that drop shot, moves to 1 over for the tournament. Back to the action here as we get ready to tee off at the par 3 8th.
Yeah, 5 bunkers surround this green that's perched up. The 2 really to avoid, they're on the right side. They're incredibly deep pot bunkers. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, it was just some shot on there. Easy birdie. Second shot.
So the mate moves to even par. Frank, the ninth hole, 423 yards, not especially long by today's standards. You looking to make birdie here? You happy to make par and move on to the back nine?
Well, there's certainly a chance for birdie. One of the hardest things about the ninth is the raised green. And it's sort of, there's two tiers here, just the top level. If that pin is on the top level, then you would certainly walk away with 4 very happily. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank, the Open Championship will be played at Royal Troon in 2016. It was first played back in 1923. What was first prize then?
A mere 75 pounds, so that equates to about 150 US dollars. And just to give you an idea, the last time they played there, Rich, was back in 2004 when Todd Hamilton beat Ernie Els. He got a whopping 720,000 pounds. That's right, nearly $1.5 million.
The money's nice, but every player would tell you, Frank, it is still all about that claret jug.
It is, and that's actually suited the Americans because since 1962, they've been to Troon 6 times, and 6 times the victor has been American.
Frank going for 2 in a row now. You get the sense now with that birdie that our young star, so explosive, is setting himself up for a big weekend run. Setting up to start the back nine here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front nine, Frank Hill be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Excellent looking shot here. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selections being spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
On the green, and a chance for birdie. And getting ready for the putt. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. That had to really hurt Frank because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Did the job right there. Don't forget, second round coverage coming your way tomorrow here on EA Sports for our entire crew. I'm Rich Lerner saying so long for now.
I gotta bring this back. Shit. Signing autographs, okay. June 9th, okay. Usually screws me right there.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the International Challenge. Located in Troon, Scotland, founded in 1878, Royal Troon Golf Club playing host to the Open Championship 8 times and is slated to host its 9th major championship in 2016. I'm Rich Lerner for EA Sports, and alongside me today, my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. Frank, you've played in the Open Championship on a couple of occasions here at Royal Troon. It's a golf course that features some breathtaking scenery, and it can also serve up some breathtaking golf.
True Links Golf Course, Rich, a relatively soft start and certainly lull you into that false sense of security. And then the golf course really starts to open up. That homeward 9, often coming back into a prevailing breeze, is very much a stern test.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. On the green, we're looking at a birdie opportunity. See if he can go one better than yesterday when he made par. This putt for birdie. Makes the putt for a birdie. On the tee here at 14, it's another par 3, Frank.
You don't get caught looking at the front of the green. That's where it's at its most narrow. Ideally, something that pitches just into the top of that mound.
And he's made it onto the green. Just a couple of feet. No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Now at the 15th at Royal Troon Golf Club, 483-yard par 4. This, Frank, is one of the hardest holes in the course.
It's certainly a step par 4 at that distance. If you're playing it into a head breeze, then 260 yards is certainly going to be a big tee shot. But 260 yards takes all the bunkers out of play.
Couldn't ask for too much better here. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Locked in on the read and the speed. That is some good work right there. Birdie, one shot closer to the lead. Now the lone par 5 on the back nine, the 16th, and while you might be thinking birdie here, you may want to think again. What are the options off the tee, Frank?
Well, really, there's only one option, and that's keep it short of that burn, which is 280 yards. So that makes that 540 yards play that much longer. He's loading up on it.
Look at the coil there. Gave that a full treatment. Get up. Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punched for.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie.
Can't believe I saved that though. I'm a fucking potato. I'm a fucking potato.
Now that is going to hurt.
Drops for par.
That wasn't bad. Nobody but myself.
Final par 3 here at Royal Troon. It's the 17th. And what kind of a hole is it, Frank?
Well, this takes your best long iron shot. Normally plays back into the prevailing breeze. You miss the green on the left, it will run all the way down the hill. The bunkers might look short, but if your tee shot isn't hit properly, it'll puff up into that breeze and certainly find a pot bunker.
Good looking shot right here. Well, that's how you do it. Hit it close, take the pressure off that putt. That one should be no problem. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Moves into second place with that birdie. Frank, now the final hole, steeped in so much history. When you think about the legends of the game who have walked off this tee on their way to the claret jug, guys like Tom Watson, Arnold Palmer, Bobby Locke.
If you've got a one-shot lead standing on this tee, somehow you have to avoid those 4 bunkers. 3 down the left, 1 down the right, with a strip of fairway in between.
That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be, what, 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Better come the next time.
So maybe a nice way to finish up with a good approach here to the 18th and a good chance for birdie. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
I don't know if I should trust her.
Given the situation, Rich, things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title.
Depends on what I come in at. Probably drop me down to like 10th or some stupid shit like that. People had an amazing third day. Fourth.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live third-round coverage of the International Challenge.
Well, this golf course goes back a long ways, to 1878 in fact. We're at Royal Troon Golf Club in Scotland. Rich Splitter alongside Frank Novello. And Frank, where are some of the scoring opportunities out here?
Well, normally when the Open Championships played, the breeze comes out of the sort of northwest, which means those first few holes are played down breeze and the closing stretch are played into the breeze. So really you sort of make your hay on the way out and then you hang on for dear life on the way in. And that doesn't really change because you have some rather short par fours to start.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. And with that birdie, leads into second place. Moving on to hole number 6 here at Royal Troon. Frank, what are the golfers facing at this long par 5?
Well, you've got to attack this hole in chunks, Rich. Just allow the mounding on the right to kick the ball forward, then try and position that second shot. Keep well away from that pot bunker that's a little bit short, about 30 yards right and short of this green. That is the one that causes the problem.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Can't hide the flag stick from that man. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction.
That was a nice birdie, and no doubt he's feeling pretty good about his position on this leaderboard.
A series of good holes in a row has got him to this point.
Ball's teed up, ready to fly here at the 7th.
Yeah, it's a slight elevated tee, so you see all the problems in front of you. A couple of bunkers down the left, 2 down the right, but it's links golf, so you know where you got to go. That's in between them.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I think so.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday and a chance for another one today.
High, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Oh my God!
Well, you can't make them all. You'd like to, but you can't. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. And that's in for a par. Frank, that front page of the leaderboard has been looking good all week.
You're exactly right, Rich. I think our winner is certainly going to come from that list right now. I'm excited for tomorrow's final round.
What? And all of a sudden he's in. Okay. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here because it's been going on for a really long fucking time and it keeps fucking up. So I'm not gonna play. I'm just gonna wait for a second. I'm not gonna play this last one. I'll stream it, but I'll be back on in about 2 minutes.